Yeah, the dictator. Even when he first came out, oh hey, look, he's on the screen. It seemed very clear to me that the scaling on his OD specials needed to be looked at, because that was really the thing that made so much of the crazy damage routes happen. And so I appreciate that got looked at. Crouching strong from Cammy getting adjusted, I think that's also fine. I think that what they're doing is a lot of the best mid-range options, especially if they're drive rush cancelable, are getting more and more whiff punishable. It's not dissimilar to what they were doing towards the tail end of Street Fighter V, and it's just going to make for a more patient neutral game.
Actually, but speaking of patient, MikeX waiting his turn out and then waiting for Jazdero to, with that beautiful bison, just to walk on in. Spiral arrows in. MikeX, though, gets perfect parry, back throw incident in play.
I hope you didn't want a reversal.
Oh, no. But right now, again, listen, that perfect parry change is going to throw me off all night. Someone just goes into sweep and gets an immediate 50-50. This is going to, Capcom, please.
Is it sweep only? I thought it was if perfect parry led to a it went right into a knockdown. Throws don't do it?
It's any knockdown. But yeah, no. I've seen it with...
So that did trigger the bug then.
Yes, it does trigger the bug ever so slightly. But speaking of triggering, Jazdero actually triggered a punish counter to punish that spiral arrow, but catches the feet. No Psycho Mind follow-up. Unfortunate, though.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe he had forgotten that it was on there, because he routed into the It looked like it was a route that you do in order to apply it. Asleep at the wheel, getting caught on wake up with the DI. Are we going to cash out the bar? Thankfully, we only have to use the level 2. That should be enough.
Oh yeah, plenty.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, with extra. Listen, we just had Thanksgiving last week. Extra helpings on the table still for later in the round. You still have a bar left to go with Knee Sniper if need be.
Yeah, I mean, we still have leftovers in the fridge upstairs. So does Jazdero.
Oh hell yeah!
Into the level 3 there for Elder Goose. Big damage. I like using it early, right? Like, the sooner you can cash it out, the sooner it is that you can start rebuilding those resources. A big punish counter.
Love that. Reapply the Psycho Mind, drive rush in, try to figure it out, get those plus frames rolling. Perfect parry. We initiate the bug now. Knockdown City. Oh, okay. Anti-air though. Crouch Fierce.
See, I know that they changed everything about the Devil's Reverse, the command jump, and they adjusted the hurt boxes and everything. I'm still having a hard time when they do the tricky stuff, trying to catch them for it. Level 2 coming out once again for Jazdero. One more touch will close out this first game. No whip punish on the crouching medium kick. Drive reversal, because they don't want to give MikeX those plus frames, and now trying to work their way out. Chip damage. That did more on chip than I expected.
Yeah, it felt like the math homework. Like sometimes where you do them.
Oh, we don't get to see.
Oh, wait. But one thing I want to point out, Elder Goose was rocking Cammy for that. So I'm wondering if, granted, Elder Goose has experience with Cammy, maybe just with Aki, granted you have to set up the nightshade pulses and things like that. Maybe that's a reason to go to Cammy. But, Elder Goose brings out the main goose with Aki for this match. Again, this is 2 out of 3 for each teammate, so plenty of time for adapt.
If I had to guess, I mean, even just not having a reversal available to you would be enough against a dictator to make me consider Cammy over Aki if I feel reasonably confident with both characters. Because if you end up on the back foot as Aki in this matchup, it is going to be that much harder. So it's a damn good thing that we have fantastic whip punishment to open everything up. Jazdero already back into the corner, standing medium kick to try to check, but the poison is applied. Neutral jump check, nothing really comes of it, and a nice spacing trap.
Yeah, we're going to use that crouching medium punch, but the knee press nightmare to get the tricky stuff out of there. Jazdero still has plenty of meter to work with. Both have some meter in the pocket if they need. Hell Attack comes out. We're going to set up the Psycho Mind once again. Could do the Devil's Reverse. Get it tricky with it, Brad. Into the impact. We're going to take a full confirm and send it home. Oh, we're going with the beat. Oh, wait, you're still alive.
Yeah, just barely didn't build the level 3. That was a route that would have went into that. Oh my god, Elder Goose has the level 3 to cash out CA. That should be enough, right? My rule of thumb is yellow health with a CA, you should be dead.
Yeah, listen, this character does so much damage when you least expect it. Shout out to Broski, who qualified for Capcom Cup
Mm-hmm.
with Anki off a level 3 situation. Even the commentator, shout out to Jammers, and I forgot the other person that was working with them. They didn't even know if it was gonna kill. No, it was Marine. They didn't know if it was gonna kill, and then it just killed because that poison just racks up in so different instances. But that DI is gonna rack up some damage right now.
Yeah, I feel like DI is really important to represent against Aki because a lot of her best mid-range tools do leave her susceptible to DI if she's using her special moves. Punish counter is going to leave Elder Goose on the back foot in a burnout, stuck in the corner, mine applied, wake up level 1. That's your best case scenario. It beats DI and it gets the Psycho Mine off of you. Many dashes out, but we miss space. Whatever that was supposed to be on the way out, jump gets clipped.
Oh my God.
Smart up back to get away from yet another DI.
Oh my goodness. Elder Goose is trying to find every answer in the book. The burnout has now been applied to JazzDarrow. JazzDarrow has to be careful. The throw. And unfortunately, if you reach, Elder Goose teaches. And Elder Goose now sitting at a set point and get the team in a good start for the game.
Air to air off rip. I was about to say we get a pickup, but it looked like I appreciate that we went for a route into a setup after baiting out the level 1. Neither of these characters with a legit reversal outside of their level 1 super. What's the mix-up situation going to be? We go mid, command grab, and with the poison applied, you were just talking about it. Everything does so much more damage if that poison stack is already there. Command grab, I feel like it does like an extra 100 or something.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy what that number does. But that low forward's going to slide and connect, and the trade is what Elder Goose is going to need to set the pace for his team as MikeX comes to plate. JazzDarrow
hit into level 3, and he just jauntily scrolls across the stage to beat your ass.
Yeah, I will say the other change that I do really enjoy, besides all the drive gauge increases, is the forward heavy punch, the double impact, increased distance moved forward during the attack startup. So a lot of things into forward fierce in the light flash knuckle, you're gonna see, or heavy flash knuckle rather, you're gonna see that hit from like half screen now.
Yeah, because what Luke needed was the ability to threaten you from a farther range, and a side effect of that is you have to respect the raw dashes a little bit more. Okay, we still got throw loops.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what season it is, but the standing light kick is gonna connect for Rookie. Rookie's gonna set it up empty low. One more guess potentially on the table. Gonna take the throw, gonna keep the life total, and you just had to go for the shimmy. Rookie was ready, and Rookie's trying to get their team morale back up just like that.
All right, going for the plus frames, frame trap after that situation. It's just a simple strike throw game with some decent spacing out of Rookie so far, but it's so effective, and Luke does it so well. Stuck in the corner now, frame trap situation. MikeX is able to get the party started, goes for a shimmy, no bite, still no biting. Rookie is not a hungry man.
Not at all. Thanksgiving was last week. Not enough time, but it's time to go to work. We're going to Memphis for the one time to get our drive gauge back in order. And I kind of like this from Rookie. Now Rookie does have access to that OD Sandblast if needed, and a couple more drive rushes. That shimmy will come out instead. Get the extra damage from that buff that Luke got as well to the flash knuckle. And now look at Rookie's spacing right now, just waiting for the OD Sandblast, waiting for MikeX to make a mistake.
MikeX has already made a couple. I gotta tell you, throwing those fireballs in that spot, your best case scenario. Okay, punish counter as we whiff punish the unfortunate drive rush cancel that we didn't actually want. Rookie backing off, trying to make sure that he has the advantageous spacing. Level 3 is on deck for MikeX. He just needs to find the right spot to go into it. Wanted for the overhead. Please just play for chip.
Oh my god, play for chip, step kick on. There's the anti-air. You gotta pay the tax sometimes, Brad, when you want to jump. And just like that, Rookie did have to pay the tax, and now MikeX setting up a momentum now. And honestly, I don't know what Capcom was thinking with Ken dodging the patch. Like, granted, he got a couple nerfs, right, to his Oki game, but the back throw actually got a slight nerf as well.
The Ken propaganda division is the single hardest working media unit that there is in esports.
Yeah, I was a part of that for a little bit, and I got out of it. Let me tell you something. It's good to be on the other side. I'll tell you what. Right now, MikeX sitting on the other side.
Now. Don't be talking like you left for greener pastures. Very little life left here for Rookie. Drive reversal to keep the corner and meaty OD fireball. I like that choice. Would have beat out a reversal level 1.
Yeah, it's especially when you see people with like characters like Luke that want to go for that level 1 and go for that kind of reversal, not to actually spend the extra OD meter just in case. But right now, MikeX gonna set up this corner situation for themselves. Counter hit addition on that crouch jab from Rookie. Gonna set up the meaty tackle, but the ODDP, and that's one of the changes that Ken received. Less recovery time for those knockdowns. So now you don't get the crazy Oki that you would get before.
All right, we got some spoilers coming in on the left-hand side as, oh, Wake Up level 3 is going to get baited. That was the jab on Wake Up. I don't know why we went for the DI there, but it's fine. We are able to close it out. And yes, indeed, we already read the last page.
Top to bottom. Got into our next match on stream. It's going to be Cycles and JB. Or Cycles and Enzo,
versus Cycles and Slice. Yeah, Cycles and Enzo on the screen right now. The Kimberly changes. How big a deal is it going to be? She may be... I know it's early, but I think she is among the biggest winners of this patch.
I would say so. I think she's a contender for that, obviously, as much as, you know, we talk about, you know, Jamie not, you know, doing so great this patch. You know, I do think Jamie did get a lot of great buffs this patch. Also, Ryu got a lot of great patch, potentially some of the best Shoto work now we see. But right now, we're seeing Enzo go to work on this health bar right now, Brad. And look at this in the shimmy just on top. Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I don't care what you do to Ryu, as long as Ken operates the way he does in this game, Ken is going to be in contention for best Shoto. And that said, Akuma's probably the best Shoto right now, so it really tells you what is going on. We find the counter hit, does Enzo, and now we are pushing back to mid-screen. Cycles on the back foot, very nearly at that level 3 though, so, you know, they are rapidly approaching the biggest power boost that Kimberly has.
Yeah, getting that damage boost and also making all of her speed, walk speed as well, great. But we're going to pester with the standing. Fierce's perfect parry comes out for Cycles. Cycles is going to get the back throw, set up the spray can in the background, keep it plus, and now we're seeing the pressure come out from Cycles. You know Cycles been clamoring to get his hands on this Kimberly ever since they announced the patch.
Oh, absolutely. Meaty pressure does work. We get the level 3 cash out. Give me the aux cable.
Gonna pass the aux this way. Damage boost is online as well as speed boost. What we're gonna do with it, Cycles, we're gonna take a counter hit jab courtesy of Enzo. And now Enzo has the pressure in the corner.
Drive reversal gets called out. Enzo can cash out into the level 3, close out that first game. It's a real shame. You know, I wasn't always a hater of the throw loops in this game. I am beginning to see the frustration of it. It took me a while to come around, but...
Yeah, I think it's one of those interesting things. Like, granted, it's in the game, right? And it's something that we have to accept. I feel like
it is what it is. Use it.
I feel like there's less fish. There's more bigger fish to fry. Like, Yasar from Rashid still exists. Like, huh?
It is certainly... In terms of gameplay balance, it is not a huge issue. I mean, it's nearly universal. It is more as even as a spectator experience or as a player, I can see that it is frustrating to limit so many interactions to just that. Corner pressure here, going for Cycles, trying to keep Enzo in this corner, but I feel like having to surrender a lot of space, a lot of jab elbow as a poke here coming out of Cycles. Was that changed?
Yeah, so one thing for sure was that Stand Fierce change. That's been the talk of the town on Twitter and on Blue Sky. But right now, Enzo trying to get this damage up. Low forward, still the Triton true for Ken Master. Set up the run stop reset. And we're going to take a full confirm instead. Cycles going to clean this up, finish it out with the OD Tatsu. And one thing to note, Cycles does play Ken. How I know this is because he dead beat my entire team during Beast Cup at ECT with just his Ken. I'm still salty about it.
That was probably the best part of that weekend because his entire team was so mad once they realized it was a character locked event and he had to play Ken for the rest of the day.
I had forgotten that happened that way. I think that happened off stream.
Yeah, it did.
That was unfortunately why I missed it. Perfect parry out of Cycles. We get the pickup. Oh, I thought we were gonna do the final fight backflip, but whoa!
that's when you know your character. Gonna take the flash parry punish with the throw, and I love it. Overhead's gonna connect. We're gonna take the critical art on top of it. I don't know if this is enough though, Brad.
You know what? If it isn't, this is still a stellar place to be in. It is not, but it is a one-touch situation with Enzo on the back foot. I mean, the choice was basically, does Enzo churn that butter or not? Chose not to. Wanted to save it, you know, worried about how prices are going to change in the next couple of years. Hung on to it. You don't get to take it with you, though. So we are at 1 game apiece now as a result of that. Zykel's making some great reads, and a great read on that fireball to get the party started for this one. Already in control at the corner.
Yeah, but we're actually going to take the Tatsu to bring it back to mid-screen. Enzo very comfortable in the pocket, gonna set up the Jinrai pressure, as most can still do. They take the low forward into the Dragon Lash, confirm. It is still a sight to see. Corner pressure is Enzo's now, and now the throw loops begin.
We wanted for the shimmy there, but still in range for the crouching jab out of Zykel's. We are going to have to cash out the level 1 to finish the job here, but always worth it if you can secure that kill. Don't do the thing where you hang onto a bar because you hope you'll get it on the next interaction when you could have saved the day. Enzo now on set point, setting it up for JB to bring it home.
Yeah, JB be looking to clean it up with the tornado, with the Rashid. But, Enzo, one thing is that perfect parry's looking clean. Gonna punish the run, jump, medium punch, confirm. I love to see it. Take the knockdown, frame kill, crouching medium kick, set it up once again, take this corner pressure and make it theirs. Keep that standing roundhouse pressure as well. And I really like these spacing choices from Enzo.
Yeah, Enzo's playing this super well and just barely not getting the combo off of that standing short, even though it was the perfect counter poke at the right spot. We do have the confirm into the level 3 to close this one out. And I have to say, Enzo played this one absolutely stellarly. The fact that we saw that perfect parry on the run into DI more than once, that explains a lot about when I've bumped into him on ranked lately. Because I did not realize that.
Yeah. This character is still a menace, but Rashid, what's to say? This character is still one of the strongest of the game, if not contention for top 2. Still has the great pressure, still has the great shimmy buttons like you just saw with Standing Fierce. There's a lot of great tools that Rashid still has despite what Capcom says.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely struggle to think of a time that Rashid has been bad since at least the back half of Street Fighter V.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't play, so for context, I never played Street Fighter V like that, heavily, as we see, Slice trying to find an answer to the Rashid problem. No punish on perfect parry, unfortunate.
Wow. Empty neutral jump into perfect parry, and Slice just watches all of it unfold before him. He's in tourist Honda. My man was definitely taking the photos, flash bulb and everything. That was going in the album when they get home. Yasar coming out for JB. Plus frames, what are you going to do about it? You're going to respect it. Well, it's still there. More damage available for JB.
Gonna set up the unfortunately no down fierce there. Gonna take the punish on the flash parry with the throw and still have this corner pressure for themselves, trying to use stand hard kick as well as an anti-air. You do get the juggle point if it does connect, but again, one thing I really love about JB, and I've seen him do it in Street Fighter League and things like that, just the way he manipulates his character and to make it their own. Things like using the low short, things like using stand medium punch, and also getting creative with their punishes. As right now we're gonna take the punish for the situation here. Perfect parry.
Oh my god, great back throw to close that one out. Now, I'm going to have to check the frames because it looked like the overhead connected there. And given that JB was in burnout, it just...
To the Blanca, back to the character that's brought them success in 2024. Things like Gamal, they performed really well, had that really great set with Mena RD. But now it's a new patch, new season. I haven't really heard much about the Green Beast, unfortunately, this season.
Yeah, I know Dan Gravatt is in the other channel working social for us right now. I'm sure he has opinions about the Blanca changes. It is another one that I have not looked super close at. But, sometimes you do just have to go back to your comfort pick. Oh my god, what a read from JB.
They're like, listen, you cannot Rainbow Ball right now. I cannot do with that. Rainbow Ball, no heavy mixer in sight. Gonna take the stand hard kick into heavy mixer now. Set up the drive rush. Nice block on the overhead, though. Gonna wait it out. Okay, nice. Stand jab, punish counter addition. Gonna bring Slice to the corner and take the punish counter throw. Enzo and JB now sitting at set point. JB does have the tornado ready to go at any point.
Yeah, that's definitely going to come out of the next knockdown. So Slice needs to keep all of the momentum that they can, but the early air-to-air, oh my god. JB is making some crazy, like, deep-level psychological reads, living in Slice's brain right now, always having the right answer, but gets clipped by the left-right. Don't worry, sometimes it happens to the best of us. No, just barely not getting a whip punish. JB on the back foot in terms of life, but still having, as you had said, a Yasar available to them.
Yeah, gotta be careful right now. The Yasar comes out. If you feel it, chase it, Brad. And right now, JB slowly walking Slice to the corner. Gonna set up the mix-up. Gonna get the OD mixer post low. Gonna set up the one frame link and the safe jump into the dash. Chef's kiss.
All right, what's it going to be? We're in Throw Loop City. It could absolutely be JB's. It's just on a series of RPSs, and we are just shy of another Yasar. So once we reset back to neutral, I mean, Slice needs to keep this momentum going as much as humanly possible. Lightning Beast available to try to secure things. Neutral jump shimmy, I think, was the choice. No, we overdo it with the dash off of the perfect parry. JB's the round slips between his fingers.
Yeah, I mean, that is a spend, though, for Slice. So Slice has to get back that level 2, especially for this kind of round. And JB still sitting at match point. So you got to be careful of what you do next. There's the cancel from the Crouch Fierce into the SR. Gonna burn the drive gauge plus Frame City. Here we go. Arabian Cyclone now just bringing Slice to the corner. Nice anti-air with Stand Fierce.
Yeah, but thankfully Slice does get out of the corner, and that's huge because it removes the threat of being stunned and letting JB close out with that huge damage. Just about out of burnout. Lightning Beast is available, so we're gonna try to force the issue. I'm sorry, but JB with the great poke, realizing that there is no fear for Blanca Ball at that range. Another Yasar. I literally didn't look at his meter.
Listen, blink and you'll miss it, Brad. And right now, JB is trying to get this last bit of damage in at Slice, trying to fight with every fiber that's being unfortunate. The ball was just short, and JB that. We're going to see the Demon come out against Terry and Riddles.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so Riddles is on the Terry. So no Jamie actually here, because I believe Azan and Sigma Male was supposed to be the double Jamie, yeah?
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Yeah. Maybe, you know, maybe they heard you. They're like, listen, this character's not doing that great. I might just well play.
No, you know what? I want for somebody to prove me wrong. Yo, what up? Thanks, Idom, for the raid, and welcome everybody. You are catching us mid. Pull your weight. This is not round one. We are just outside of winners semis with this one, and you are catching Riddles taking the first round for this one here, just opening up this set. Riddles Thunder versus Azan Sigma Male.
Yeah, and Terry's been a character. We were talking about Terry a little bit, but when the show came on tonight, I think this character slowly but surely is getting some legs as we see Riddles get this full confirm into the power geyser, cash it out. Listen, the fact that this character can meter dump everything, go into burnout, and do a casual 60, and against a character like Akuma, who has 9k health by default, yeah, this character's a problem.
No, that's huge. And I gave some criticism earlier suggesting that the priority was making Terry a faithful representation of himself. But the way they made this character function is a very great representation of what Terry usually is. Are we going to ask the big question? Are you okay?
You are definitely not okay, especially if you are Sigma Male. Riddles hanging up with a perfect, and Riddles trying to set the tone and set it fast. They're sitting on set point already.
Yeah, huge. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if Terry does one thing well, he does damage dumps very well. And if there's a character in the roster that does not want to be on the receiving end of that, you are absolutely right. It is Akuma. Riddles with very little drive gauge left. Smart spot to go for that OD fireball, but we are back in the corner. Huge damage. Meaty crouching strong hits incredibly meaty. Oh my god.
You are definitely not okay. Yeah, I think check his pulse. Sigma male down. Just like that.
Alexa,
Blink,
play My Chemical Romance.
no. No.
Oh shit. Alexa, don't play My Chemical Romance. Alexa, stop.
This is the greatest day of my actual life. Oh my goodness.
She's listening throughout that entire building. You can't say shit without her.
I definitely can't. It is unfortunate. And we have Thunder on the Ryu, as you were talking about, Floki. Azan at the Jamie. Now, Jamie struggles, I feel, in any matchup where there's a strong component of fireball in the opposing character. Something about Ryu, I feel like it is not the worst version of that. Finding the sweep to get started, we have one drink on the table, which means dive kicks are available, and these perfect parries off the fireballs are huge for Azan. No, we were a little bit too hungry with the standing roundhouse, so we get whiff punished for it.
Oh, but we're gonna take the actual whiff punish with the target combo, get the ball rolling a little bit, get to see if Thunder's gonna crack.
Whoa.
There's the jump in we were looking for. Get another drink, get breakdance available. We're gonna bait out the level 1, and look at this damage. This is gonna be a full confirm here. Level 1's gonna get it done for Azan. Jesus, drinks up.
Can I tell you how much I don't believe in Jamie? I looked at that and I was like, Ryu might live with a pixel. Azan is better at combo routing than me, but like, I was definitely ready to be like, wow, one more touch. So first round on the board for Azan. We just barely don't find the whiff punish. There was so much belief in that whiff punish, because off of a punish counter standing roundhouse, you get 2 free drink levels. That is definitely what Azan buffered for.
Yeah, standing heavy kick also got a buff in this version of the game where now it can deal with low crush. It can low crush a little bit now, so it's actually not a bad tool, especially in those ranges where Ryu wants to definitely throw out that low forward. We're gonna set up the palm, gonna take another target combo, gonna get the actual DP. We're gonna actually take no drinks and just keep the dive kick unlocked right now. Pester.
Nice. Even getting the confirm on it being a punish counter. Great presence of mind out of Azan. Wants it again, though. And that's why Jamie's dive kick sucks. Whiffed it, gets punish countered for his trouble, and Thunder closes out the round.
Can someone send this to Hoji? Because Hoji keeps telling me this character's dive kick is that good, man. Can someone pass the tape
Jamie's
over?
Jamie's dive kick is the worst dive kick I've ever seen in a fighting game.
Okay. I mean, I respect that, but right now, drinks are up, dive kick is online. We're gonna pester the just donkey kick now and just use it as a whiff punish tool. Throw is a bit engaged now.
Yeah, Azan trying so hard to find these whiff punish standing roundhouses, but it's just not going to work. And what it is, and I have felt this too, I feel like now that roundhouse donkey kick is safe, it's much more abusable, and it sets up these awful spacing traps that I do not feel like Jamie has a good answer for. Riddles closes that, Thunder rather, closes that one out, winning the game for the team Riddles Thunder. Yeah, man, we also saw one of the changes to Jamie that was unfortunate, which is he was among a list of characters whose sweeps got adjusted to be more punishable. Not frame advantage wise necessarily, but they changed the pushback. Jamie had a really abusable sweep at certain ranges, and they got rid of that for him. And you can definitely see the result of it, because there's spots where Azan is going for sweep where it would have been the right call. Finding the OD breakdance through the fireball, however, now that we are at drink level 2 and having Thunder in this P2 side corner, is Azan.
Yeah, Azan right now chilling, but nice anti-air by Thunder. Thunder is actually going to get counter-poked out of that situation with the crouch jab. Perfect parry on lock. Actually using the new buff with the stand hard kick, baits out the ODDP, cleans it up. And this is, again, I am someone that, hasn't had the chance to play Jamie. And, shout outs to my boy Dumas here in Connecticut. I do play against his Jamie a lot. When I told him the patch notes, he's like, yeah, this character's still kind of like to your point. But, Azan making it happen, making it work.
Okay. Going for that frame trap off of the Rekka, finding the jab, the short extension. I'm sorry. Okay, 3 drinks. And when you are able to get drinks, that's when you feel the buffs for this character. The fact that he is now in a position where he ought to be able to have momentum so much longer is great. I had assumed that he was about to get a lot of drive gauge back because he went for that level 2. But instead, it seems like when you use level 2, you don't get the drive gauge back in the same way that you do with the rest of the drink generations.
Yeah, now, I mean, granted, you're still getting drive gauge back, and now because of that buff that Jamie did receive, but it's not gonna matter. Take this Shin Shoryuken critical art edition, and just like that, Thunder is sitting at set point for their team to move on into winter semis.
That jump beat standing medium kick. Okay, huge jump in. We do get the drink loaded there, does Azan. And we're representing some different buttons, but I feel like the startup of Stand Roundhouse, it makes it very hard to use as a preemptive poke. You need to be so reactionary with Jamie, and this is one matchup where I feel like that's extraordinarily difficult to do.
Oh, but we're gonna bait out the ODDP once again. Thunder going to the well a little too much. Gonna bust out the level 2. We're gonna drink up for a little bit. OD palm is gonna be enough, and it is. The math, listen, this man Azan has done the math homework. They have done all the SATs, everything. Flying colors.
That was dope. I was impressed with that route. I do not use level 2 how I should. Still having that available in the tank was Azan. Okay, we get a drink. Yeah, no reason not to drink there.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing players like Automatic, like Bolt Strike, really use this character in a way that's super unique, and we've been seeing Azan, in these online tournaments as well, really showcase what this character could do at a high level. But Thunder gonna take the back throw incident, put Azan into the corner with the solar plexus plus, but the back throw now, Azan full control. That was meaty.
Oh, and we still get the pickup on the dive kick once again. Okay, OD dive kick. That was a defensive back throw there from Azan, waiting it out, finding the parry on the fireball. Damn, we almost got a big whiff punish on that, but we have the anti-throw answer with the dive kick. There does Azan, and set point now for Azan to bring us to the tiebreaker point for the first time on stream this evening. It would be.
That would be pretty great if someone can pull your weight right now. Azan has level 2 engage if they need be, if they need a quick trip to the bar to get that level 4. But, Thunder trying to close the door and trying to get their team into winter semis. There it is, level 2.
Going for Rekka pressure, just gets the walk back, but Thunder believes a little bit too much in walk back sweep, gets called out for it, waiting it out, but no, that was exactly the choice where you ought to have been able to get a crosscut DP. It does not happen. Azan in the corner. Okay, we find the knockdown, thankfully, keep the pressure going, and we are back to mid-screen, but your drinks are about to run out.
Yeah, but even still, now you already saved yourself a drink because of that forward throw change that happened in the ed patch. Now dive kicks are back online. Thunder really trying to make something happen. There's the overhead that Thunder's been looking for. Going to cash out into the level 3. I don't think it's going to be enough, but it's going to put Azan on life support for one last guess. Thunder, though, still in burnout with no actual super meter to work with now.
The advantage for Thunder here is that I don't believe Azan has the life to use DI recklessly to try to make something happen. Puts himself in burnout. I have to say I don't agree with that. And now Thunder, we find the jump back jab. I was going to say with Azan in burnout, Thunder literally just needs to find the opportunity to force a block to ODDP, but doesn't even come to that. Wins off of legitimate gameplay and not chip tactics. Set point for both players.
Yeah, this is going to come down right to the wire. ODDP, unhammy, says Azan. Azan back to having dive kick available when they need. Going to set up the Rekka pressure, and I've been liking their choice of Rekka, right? Going to keep it out of spacing where now, I can't really do much with it. Level 4 has been engaged. Breakdance in the safe jump, and I love this. Takes the hit. Unfortunate. Thunder got to be careful and watch the dome. The delayed drive rush to catch Thunder pressing a button. The command throw whips. Oh my goodness.
Azan goes
Oh
for layer 2 while Thunder's still on layer 1, goes for the command grab, gets called out for it. Thankfully, Thunder only has so much bar back, but you are forced to eat this stun combo now. There is a CA in the back. How much does Thunder have? Goes for the drive rush cancel. Oh, this is going to be so close.
This is gonna be so close. He's gonna be out of burnout if this does not kill. It's gonna be a pixel in a dream, Brad. Anything's gonna do it. What's gonna be it?
Blocks the overhead.
No, we got
Double KO.
Run it back.
You gotta be kidding. Listen, Brad, this is why people come to twitch.tv/CasaBunch. This is why people pull up for Pull Your Way, and this is why Brad knows we play fighting games for moments and situations like that.
Thunder in chat goes, we win. It's based on rank.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Oh, that was a really good set. So good we get to watch it twice.
Yay! Love to see it. I think Azan near the end of that set was just adapting to what.
Bro, what am I watching right now? What am I watching?
You tell us.
What is this
You
video
tell the
game
people.
right now? Yo, run that back. I shouldn't have to say this. We don't end this shit on a draw. What is this, hockey?
Hockey doesn't end in a draw either. What the fuck?
What is this, European football?
Okay, Doc. Man said European football. Wow.
Oh my God, we
Does
gotta
that
focus.
even
We gotta-
end on a tie? I don't. Does it?
It can.
Okay.
This man really said European football. I'm crying. Anyways, Azan's gonna get the kick rekas into the corner because the drink level 1 does have die kick available, so the anti-throw situation is on lock now. If they need roll forward's gonna thread the needle for Thunder though to get the Denjin unlocked. And, you know, we were talking about before the fact that Ryu's been getting a lot of love across the board. That's a big thing. The fact that you can use the Denjin charge whenever for the heavier editions. And I think, you know, as we see this character now, but Azan, okay, never mind. ODDP, unhand me, says Thunder. Thunder now in the corner. Anti-situations now, Brad. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, that was a spot where historically we'd been seeing Azan getting those punish counter follow-ups after. I wonder whether the choice of dive kick and where it hit, maybe they didn't believe they had the frame advantage for it. Nice whiff punish. We go into sweep. Wow, doesn't finish out into a drink because I don't know if he didn't believe it would kill or what. But now Thunder on the back foot, very little life left. Any punish will do it. DI forcing the issue there does Azan. I know you don't got the life.
Yeah, don't want to use the don't have the life, and also don't want to use the meter because, you know, Azan would still have been alive if that would, you know. So gotta be careful. Thunder now in a situation where you gotta run this whole set back, and they're just waiting it out. They're just gonna stand up. Oh, the whip punish, stand hard kick. Ouch.
Yeah, huge. And I was talking about the importance of that button. It can be really hard to do that preemptively, but if Jamie is allowed to wait and choose to go second and get that whiff punish, he gets so much out of it. Level 3, slight delay. I wonder whether that was buffered and then clipped on reaction to that meaty standing fierce. What's the choice gonna be? Are we just going for, okay, we want for the knockdown, anti-throw set up into a throw of our own, but it gets counter shimmied. Level 3 extension out of Thunder. That's gonna force the burnout. Needs to do this in order to bring this round back around for them.
Yeah, I gotta be really careful right now. Azan almost to the level 1, but not close enough. Pay the tax for the jump and pay the tax for being burnt out. The butter was expired, Brad. Thunder evens it up.
Okay, 1 round apiece. Super close between these two players thus far. Good check on the drive rush. Finding that crouching jab, gets a drink out of it, and that's exactly what I mean. If Jamie is able to given the leeway to choose second and check you on your answer, that's where I think he functions the best. It makes sense, right? Drunken Boxer, it's very a reactionary fighting style. It is a great realization for the character. It's just the engine doesn't necessarily allow for that all the times that you want. Gets the shimmy to work with the jab target combo and forcing Thunder back to the corner. We want to go for the level 2.
I actually really like this. Get the drive gauge back in order with that, just like that. And now
he genuinely got back like half of his drive gauge on that one combo extension. What a choice, but it doesn't matter. Clipped out level 1 extension from Thunder. Thunder with the meaty overhead is going to connect, but now in burnout, Jamie can abuse the hell out of you with this better Rekka.
Still has 2 drinks, doesn't lose them after you use level 2. Gotta be careful. OD breakdance is still an option. Thunder just about out of burnout. Still has 3 bars to their name. Anything will do it between these two. Goes for it, but the ODDP unhand me, says Azan.
That was great. Like,
Thunder with the Ryu. We got a lower battle on our hands. Shout out to LLJB3.
yeah, indeed. We're gonna have to check this one out. As much as Ryu's identity is supposed to be the Fireball character, I have to say, Akuma's Fireball is stellar. I've been playing Akuma for the past month or two because I was largely curious, is this character actually that good? The answer is yes. It was immediately apparent to me how strong this character was. Big back throw out of Thunder to try to earn some momentum of their own, but it doesn't matter. Sigma Male claiming the corner for themselves once again.
Ooh, gonna use the Demon Raid and the dive kick, and again, we're gonna use that punish on the sweep. And one thing to know about the Akuma, because I've also been playing Akuma a lot. Let me tell you, this character gets a little silly. Crouching, stand fierce, low forward. The Fireball is a poke, and you can't punish it. Sigma Male is starting to rally. Azan has to be happy. Tip of the iceberg dive kick, and now this is the first time I've seen Thunder, kind of distraught.
It's tough, right? Because I think one thing you also need to have in mind is, Akuma always has the threat of Demon Flip into no shortage of options that leave him plus to continue the pressure. So whenever you block anything, you have to sit there and be like, should I be ready to uppercut something? Okay. We are testing some latency is what's going on here. Apparently it was all bait. Thunder DIs through the Fireball.
Yeah, but importantly, gonna get the overhead, the collarbone breaker, and gonna set up the shimmy once again. Burnout has been engaged though for Thunder, and right now it's gonna be a sip of calamity. Drinks up for Sigma Male. And look at this damage. One last scenario on the table for Thunder. What's gonna be OD Fireball? Gonna try to do a spacing trap. Nobody home though. Throw in the corner. Thunder looking real strong, but you gotta pay the tax if you want to jump. And Thunder paid that tax, and now Sigma on that. Also, go ahead.
Who is out here clipping the startup of Akuma's Fireball?
CPU level 9.
Okay. Yeah, Cern Bison.
Cern and Bison in the background. It's like, yeah, man, I can punish this, no problem. I'm just not
I
computer.
just have to read your inputs on a quantum computer.
Yeah, it's just a normal day. Like, I can win Evo if I really want to. Nice anti-air crouch fierce. Doesn't get a full follow-up, though, off the force knockdown.
Yeah, that's a real shame. Okay, more we want it again. I think that point it was like, all right, cool. It didn't work the first time. I'm not going to go for it. Sweep did not believe in our ability to anti-air. We got lucky that the dive kick came out, but the same interaction once again beats the standing fierce. And Sigma Male already up a game. Wow, even going for the DR jab, wants to set up these spacing traps, backing way off, giving Thunder a lot of room to breathe.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're Akuma, you still have that really fast Fireball. You still have things like Stand Fierce that can cut through it. The perfect parry is going to cut through, but no punish. You got to pay the tax once again for the jump, and now you're going to pay the tax for trying to move forward. Azan and Sigma Male are on set point to move on.
Okay. Big DP to open that one up, beating the air Fireball out of Azan. big meaty standing fierce, but we don't get anything out of it. I mean, Ryu does chunks, especially when he has bar, right? So this ought to be a good position for Thunder. The problem is, no matter what is going on, nothing removes from Akuma the fact that he has every tool you might want in a fighting game in his kit. That neutral game is going to be exceedingly hard to deal with. Finding another uppercut, though, the longer you can keep neutral going and just play off of uppercuts, the better this is for Thunder, because that all adds up. And particularly for Akuma with that reduced life. No whiff punish on the crouching medium kick, but they are both trying.
Yeah, they're really trying hard to find something to thread the needle. Low forward, no drive rush, unfortunate. ODDP, close to burnout is Thunder. Thunder has to be really, really careful what they do right now. What a jump it, but no confirm, right back at you. Full confirm instead. Sigma Male steals it with the Sip of Calamity critical art. Take this plasma in the face. They're moving on to winner semis to meet Shine and NuckleDu. Riddles and Thunder's got to find something to bring a deep cut. But speaking of a deep cut, you know what we haven't talked about yet? Zangief in this patch. Fat Manatee Doc Morales coming up to bat against Enzo and JB.
Yeah, no, I did not look too closely at Zangief, but I mean, Zangief was obviously in a great position going into this patch. I'm going to pull up on the side what he did end up getting.
A lot of drive gauge changes. I was been watching Brutus kind of break down the patch, as right now Enzo's breaking down Fat Manatee's defense with these Jinrai setup situations. The impact is there. Can take a full confirm. No, didn't get all of it. Unfortunate. Giving Fat Manatee a chance to live, but the ODDP to round out the round. Enzo very comfortable.
Yeah, I think one of the things about Zangief is, like, you do have to play a legit neutral game before you're able to get into range and start running your offense in a way that frightens people. And if you're a character that can compete in that mid-range game against him, it can be a little bit hard to get started. And I have every expectation that Ken ought to be a character like that. He's got good pokes, he's got a fireball that he can represent, and the fact that he can keep his pressure going in the ways that he can, and he forces corner so easily, all make it difficult. Perfect parry on the charge, standing fierce. Enzothehokage having level 3 in the back. I'm not positive that this kills, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be close because you gotta max it out. Actually, it's going to, because it's level 3, and because you made that point earlier, it did get into the yellow with that confirm. So Enzo did everything they needed to do to stay comfortable with it. True story, real quick, at ECT, in this matchup, I literally said to myself, I was like, if I let Zangief in, I am in deep trouble. And Enzo right now doing what they can to keep Fat Manatee on the back foot in this situation and set up the throw loops in the corner.
Yeah, if you let Zangief in, you're in big trouble. Might as well just be like the strategy guide answer to Zangief is like, yeah, you want to keep him wherever your best button is, you want to keep him there.
Maybe a little bit out
mad
more.
Plus frames. Oh my god, the disrespect and forcing out the defensive command grab that does get called out. Enzo with the strong corner offense sets up a nearly guaranteed DI. I mean, all you could have done was level 1, but it's not going to matter. Keeps the bar. Fat Manatee heavily on the back foot right now.
Yeah, this is the second time we've seen it this set already. Same situation on the DI. Granted, you did have the level 1, but unfortunately, doesn't do much on the ground. So Enzo takes full advantage. ODDP unhand me, but there's the charge stand fierce we were looking for before. No punish on the Jinrai, unfortunate. I don't believe Zangief can punish that with light SPD. I'm not 100% sure.
Throw pressure for Enzo, keeping Fat Manatee back in the corner. We have level 3 available, and it's in the yellow, so I think this one ought to be dead too. There is a better scaling situation for Enzo than there was in the previous one. Yes, indeed. Enzo with a clean sweep to close that first one out off of like air juggles and getting like some of the forced knockdown state situations. So you need to be worried about misspacing teleports or misutilizing some of your float normals. It's definitely not going to be trivial for Dalsim, and already in the corner here is Doc Morales clipped by the overhead and JB going right for a knockdown. This party is started.
Oh
wow.
My god, into the shimmy, eagle spike, empty into the stand, light punch. You got opened up mid, my friend. Gonna set up the safe jump once again, high-low, here we go, nice parry, but the counter hit, stand medium punch into 7 letters that say perfect, Brad.
I'm pretty sure what happened there was he recognized the perfect parry and then delayed the standing strong to beat a defensive throw tech out of Doc Morales, because so commonly throw is the answer about it. So people parrying in that situation are gonna go for a defensive parry. Dive kick does connect. This is literally the first touch that Doc Morales has been able to find.
Yeah, this is, oh my god, snipe with the whirlwind shot. Mummy dive there to see what's going on. Parry attempt. Back throw though. Doc Morales can get the space back that they need. Gotta be careful with those jumps if your JB OD mixer keeps them really close. So oh my god, the whirlwind shot once again. Brad, if you feel it, chase it. Level 2 is engage. Mummy dive. Gotta be careful. Take the throw. It's gonna be okay.
Wow, you got away with that DI there. That's wild. Mummy dive comes out, but the trade is gonna go the way of JB in that first game of the set. Going to him. You know what's one of the tough things for Sim in this matchup? You called out those whirlwind shots. They all cover these like different trajectories in the air, so you know you need to be choosy about them, except because Sim's limbs in the air extend and cover so much space. If Sim chooses to act in the air, it feels like it's so much easier for any of your whirlwind shots to have been the correct choice.
Yeah, and just how meticulous JB is. We've been talking about it all night. Is how meticulous how he is in spacing. Also, he is one of the few Rashids that I see really have mastered force knockdown and really maximizing it. But right now, Doc Morales gonna maximize this damage, gonna set up shop once again. Flash parry gets punished by the throw, and now Doc Morales back foot, but any teleports gonna get them out. Clear it out. Again.
Big pickup, clips with the low forward. JB still in the driver's seat, forcing Doc Morales back. We get the pickup off that force counter, the force knockdown state, exactly as you were talking about. We saved the bar, didn't believe in the low short as the party starter backing way off. Does elect to spend the Yasar to try to force the issue. Now you just gotta wait. If he chooses to teleport out, he's gonna get clipped.
Ouch. That sucks. Right now, Doc Morales gotta find something though. Gotta dig deep. JB on set point.
Yep, Fireball does connect the jump out attempt. Throw tech working out for JB, and Doc Morales finding a teleport forward to get away from that whirlwind shot. But this is the second time now that interaction has happened. The exact same interaction, up forward from JB to get away from a meaty setup. Parry pump to beat the jump attempt, gets baited and blown up by empty jump back throw. And JB's back in the driver's seat, having another level 2 available for him. Finds the throw. This, I thought it would have been, but instead we're gonna combo into it.
And to get the crouch fierce confirmed. We see no.
Hey man,
Guile is why I don't play Jamie.
teams, bro. Figure it out.
Pull your weight.
Be better. All right, bye.
Bunch leaving us into the
Okay.
ether as we get into our winners, other half of winners semis. So we Shine NuckleDu going up against Azan and Sigma Male.
Ooh, okay. Placing the standing roundhouse very well. And he has the OD breakdance to get through the fireball. So now having NuckleDu in the corner, but backing way off here is Azan. That's a lot of breathing room.
I mean, it is, but now, I mean, despite that, you still have the fact that you have a breakdance already available, and then if need be, you're already seeing NuckleDu already trying to attack Azan with their drive gauge, and now just slowly playing that chip game. Nice anti-air with the standing medium kick.
Okay. Wanted to try for a whiff punish with towards roundhouse. We're not quite going to get it. Blocking the low forward. No, goes for OD. Rekka, I think, wanted to try to cash out the damage and then get the cash back on the drink extension, but not going to get it. And it's a regular breakdance. That is not the best tool for you. DI, you are going to get stunned for your trouble. And NuckleDu ought to be able to close this one out. Has another drive rush cancel available after all of this loop and a level 1 in the back.
Yeah, I gotta fully maximize it. Sonic Hurricane, and it's gonna be NuckleDu. The one thing I want to make note about that is that we've seen players like Angry Bird, for example, really manipulate the screen space to when they get that stun, where they DI at the perfect range where the corner just hits at the end. Do recognize that space and took full advantage of that, and I really like how NuckleDu is keeping pace right now. Zon still has plenty of time, still has that 2 out of 3, and still already has dive kick available if need be.
It's tough, like with how bad his dive kick is, with how fast Guile's fireball can recover, it can still feel really daunting to try to contend with it. Clipped by the drive rush, low strong, and now forced to weather this storm. That drive gauge rapidly depleting here for Azan. A nice jab check earns him another drink. But this hard read on a fireball, it's fine. We have the level 2 to keep the issue.
Ooh. Got a flash level 2 of our own. Now Azan looking pretty bleak in the drive gauge department, trying to find an answer. Gonna set up the Rekka pressure, but there's the mini booms. Take a little bit of damage.
All right. Oh, clipped by a real unfortunate. There is not a lot of drive gauge still here to contend with for Azan. And I must say, even if Azan is able to get in and start running their game, you just do not feel as though you have the resources to try to close out this round. It's not going to happen. NuckleDu securing the first game for his team.
Yeah, these two, we beg the question, right? Can NuckleDu do it with another partner? This will be the third different partner so far that NuckleDu has won a championship with in Pull Your Weight.
Oh man, not able to get the extension with the jump roundhouse there off of that particular combo route. So losing out on a knockdown, losing out on a drink level, really unfortunate. Nice perfect parry, but we're not getting a whole lot out of it. And just the amount of control that Guile represents from that range is overwhelming for Jamie to try to deal with. His best tools take a little bit too long and lose out on the trades. And if you try to force the issue and bulldoze in, he just has great options to keep you honest. It's really hard to try to get in on Guile. The dive kick gets whip punished. Y'all see that super slight ground adjustment, the minutest of walkbacks out of NuckleDu?
This is why this guy is a former Capcom Cup champion and actually qualified for this year's upcoming Capcom Cup in Japan. Just those are minute details that you have to be paying attention to if you're NuckleDu's opponent, like where they are sitting at different ranges. Where are they sitting with their booms? Where are they sitting with things like crouching medium punch, stand medium punch, and stand fierce? As we see NuckleDu gonna take a full confirm, still has one last drive rush in the tank. We're gonna save it for a rainy day. Go for the level 3. Set up a situation in the corner where Azan has to unfortunately guess for game. What's it gonna be? Level 2 to get the drive gauge back. It's looking kind of bleak though, Brad.
Okay, we get the pickup. Thankfully, that drive gauge earned by that level 2 meaty jab does connect. We get another decent knockdown, going for the safe jump setup, but Dude just patiently waiting it out, able to find the breathing room to throw a fireball. Low forward connects. Overhead not going to do it, but that slight walk back, almost getting a whip punish on that standing medium kick, and we go for the jump over the fireball, but it is slightly mistimed.
More. Keeping it in the back pocket. We're going back to the main squeeze.
I mean, Kimberly got some love in this patch. Why not come back and see whether the grass is greener over here? I mean, quite literally, Kim gets buffed and Ed gets a nerf that is a series of nerfs that are kind of troublesome for him. No reason not to try to keep this one going. Okay, corner pressure, throw loop city, catches the backdash, layer 2. Both Shine and Do so great at bringing out that layer 2 here and catching you for trying to make the smart decision.
Yeah, but right now we're gonna punish the shimmy attempt, the throw attempt. Bind Shine, walking a Sigma male to the corner. Nice low strong. Gonna set up no flash parry punish. Gets away scot free. Pays attacks for trying to jump out of the corner with that crosscut. Sigma male very comfortable. Level 1's gonna get smoked by the fireball charge, and I actually like that. I love that actually.
Yeah, great choice. I mean, Kimberly doesn't have a reversal option unless she chooses to commit that bar. So going for meaty OD fireball there, great choice. And we saw it represented in Sigma Male's previous set on Akuma as well. But this pressure in the corner right now, super daunting. Good jab check. We find a knockdown into some safe pressure.
Yeah, taking our time, seeing if Shine can thread the needle right now. I'm liking where Sigma Male's sitting with these fireballs right now. Nice anti-air by Sigma Male. Try to open them up. Well, no dice for that.
Okay, that
but there's the
fireball
jump.
threat. Yeah, huge jump there from Shine. Not to be dissuaded by the first fireball. Sigma Male committing just a little bit too hard to that game and not recognizing the threat of continued verticality out of Shine, 1 round apiece.
Yeah, and I mean, Shine does have the level 3. locked and loaded. Well, about to get it this round. Sigma Male already has level 3 bars locked and loaded for this round. Any good hits gonna head into that sip of calamity. We're gonna see the full confirm here into the corner with the heavy Tatsu. Gonna set up the throw there, punish the flash parry. Shine kind of in a bad spot. Does evades the tax with that situation a little too early, late on the actual DP.
Wow. I am surprised we didn't go for a route that ended into level 3. We had earned level 3 from it, and it would have given you the drive gauge advantage. I mean, now we get to close it out into a kill, so all's well that ends well. You know, I do think it may have been a better situation on paper had you committed to it earlier, but Shine is a way better player than me, so it worked out. First game is on the board.
Yeah, using that stand fierce that everybody's been talking about. Listen, let me tell you something. It's increased distance moved forward before the attack startup. Reduced attack hitbox on the edge of the attack. Listen, this button, I don't think it's on Ken levels of ridiculous, but it's definitely given some new life into the Ninja Star herself.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see if it matters. Kimberly, I think, is a character that over the lifespan of Street Fighter 6 has struggled to break through that, you know, mid-tier, maybe lower mid-tier, because some of the weaknesses that she has. Great with punish to get the party started. Final fight combo into the back throw. We want that advantageous corner position, and so many plus frames that you need to worry about. Meaty roundhouse does connect. Does Shine have the damage in the tank with a level 2 here? Yes, he does.
Yeah, this character does so much damage. Shout out to Dom SOS, one of our own, really like being one of those Kimberlys as well that really show this character off. Them, Desnir, Cycles as well. But Shine leading the charge right now, low floor to kick off this round and set up this situation for set point. And this is not where you want to be if you're Sigma Male. Nice counter hit, crouch jab, get the knockdown.
I think Shine's defense and ground game are just really hard to overcome, right? Because Sigma Male's having some great spots for crouching jab, but when it gets back to neutral in that situation, like Shine's defense is just panning out really well. And, you know, these uppercuts are not adding up the way that he needs them to, but Sigma Male does find the overhead to close that one out, staves off the end of the set for at least another round.
Yeah, but now we're back to the same situation we saw before, but this time Shine doesn't have as much meter. So you got to be careful. ODDP looks like try to hinder the run stop there. I really like that. Tries to go back to the well with the overhead. Nobody home for it, unfortunately. Shine's going to get the knockdown here, set up the drive rush once again. Nice break by Sigma Male. No dice on the regular DP, rather, because we saw that before. So I'm wondering why they're being reluctant now.
All right, punish counter throw to get that one going. Meaty pressure with the fireball. Wow, the very tip of the slide, but we have the level 3 in the back. Sigma Male is able to bring this one to a close and take us to a game 3.
Yeah, listen, the penance stare, as some might call it, for Akuma. And right now, Sigma Male's trying to get things rolling for their team and set up a situation where it might be Azan versus Shine to get out of this situation and get into a winner's finals, rather.
Definitely a better character matchup to try to navigate there for Azan, but Shine's still an incredibly strong player, and having a stellar ground game, I think Kimberly can fight that one all right, and that's only if it gets to that point. The uppercut gets baited, can is donated, but it doesn't matter. Shimmy works out. Shine one more touch for the round and forces the issue with the DI. Set point once again.
Yeah, Shine looking really, really comfortable in the pocket with this character. You know, they've been really rocking this character since the game's released, and you can really see it even despite, you know, playing Ed and Chun-Li for a little bit while now. Nice to see the Kimberly back on deck. Gonna set up the reset into the throw. Sigma Male, not a little bit of life left on the table. Gonna take the corner situation now, and the throw on top of that. Ooh, sets up the back heavy kick OD fireball. I like that.
I wonder if maybe that catches backdash and gives you like a juggle extension or something. I've not seen that particular setup, but I am intrigued. Shine in burnout, dealing with what is going to be a really daunting amount of chip. Oh, the ODDP clips at the very end. You could not have even blocked it.
Yeah, at that point in that range, you know, finally going for that. He's like, you know what? If I lose, cool. If I win, we get another round and fend off a match point.
That was wild. Should have been Shine's combo for the final fight chain, but the second jab actually did not connect properly, It's what's gotten us now into this situation. Meaty overhead into throw is the play from Sigma Male. Try to keep it locked down forward. Fierce, you need to respect it so much. Back throw out of Shine.
Yep. One stop. Here comes the corner situation. Throw on deck. Gonna take the plus frames off the heavy kick. Trying to do something with it. Back throw incident once again. Sigma Male's got to play defense if they want to stay alive for their team. Anything will do. Oh, the jump out.
That jump out was crazy because both of these players genuinely win on the next touch. And Shine is the one who is going to find it, having the combo into the level 2. Sure. May as well.
Yeah, keep it short, keep it simple. We do this all.
Doesn't have a fourth wall to break. He's real. You can go find him in the 3D world.
Don't tell people that.
That's what you believe, but right now, Enzo gonna start things off with fashion right now. Counter hit, crouch jab, puts Du in the corner, and Du, maybe Enzo's just shutting me up. ODDP keeps him in the corner.
I mean, Enzo does a great job of being the aggressor and forcing Du onto the back foot. Good, perfect parry on the double crouching strong. Okay, wants for the mix-up situation, goes for meaty pressure off the safe jump, up, back, gets a little bit of breathing room. There's like a very specific range that you can see that Enzo is trying to play at, and it's like somewhere between, you know, upside down kick, fireball, but like in a great spot to be able to deal with low strong and low forward. Fireball does connect to give the first round to Enzo.
Yeah, Enzo very comfortable. I know these two play almost all the time, whether it be in Casa, especially in Casa, right? These two are very common at the top of the card. So you know these two are looking for it. Forward roundhouse into the Sonic Hurricane. Bring the space back for NuckleDu. And then just kind of weathering these booms right now. Enzo waiting their time. Gonna take some damage right now, but A-okay. We're gonna parry it out. Trade no confirm though.
Yeah, I feel like the longer this takes and the more NuckleDu feels pressured to use Super Gauge to try to close this out, the better for Enzo, right? Because you're on the defense right now. You don't have, you know, you're at a life disadvantage. Time is not in your favor. But if you can force more resources out of Du, it sets you up for a better round 3 to try to finish the job. Okay, perfect parry fireball. We get the knockdown now. This could be the beginning of everything. Whiff punish works out there for Du, but we don't get anything else for it. Standing short as the poke of choice, clipped by the overhead twice in a row. Hit him with the okey doke.
Yeah, the twice to make it nice. And right now, what a crouch medium punch to set the tone for round number 3. Gonna set up the fierce of the Lords off that jump. No punish on the flash parry, unfortunate for Du. But now we're going to go back to that meticulous walk and boom game. But Enzo still has the corner control for themselves and the life lead. So Du's got to make a choice. The disjointed crouching medium punches there. We're going to link it into the level 3. We're going to set up a situation where now NuckleDu's in dire straits.
Yeah, huge. On the back foot, you have CA available, but this is a big ask. No, we don't get any sort of confirm off of the standing short, and Du gets a CA out off of the resulting scramble. That was real, and I have to believe with the amount of drive gauge that Enzo had left, you could have secured the kill there. Someone can go to the replay feature and know for sure. Shoutouts to Capcom for the replay takeover feature, my absolute favorite thing.
Yeah, it was probably the coolest thing they added this year in terms of mechanics and just things you can do with the game.
Oh!
No miss spaces the run DP. NuckleDu scouts it out. Said, you know what, kid? It's time to go to bed. Stand fierce. We moving on. NuckleDu 1-0 right now.
All right. We are back once again to that boom game as you were talking about. Enzo having to inch forward. Perfect parry beats out the standing short. Enzo's already shown that that is a mid-range tool of choice in this matchup. So Du already making these adjustments around it. What did I say earlier, right? The difference between the best and the best of the best is really, really minute decision making.
These minute decisions are putting Du in a really strong position. I love this Sonic Cross to disincentivize Enzo from moving forward, and it's been serendipitous of this corner situation now that NuckleDu is putting Enzo in. What a confirm with punish addition sweep. NuckleDu sitting at set point, and Shine is excited.
For sure, clipping with the low forward here. Enzo looking a little bit flustered of how to be able to deal with that, needing to use that standing short as a drive rush answer, but the situations after Du just he seems so ready for and controlling the space so well. So many of these jabs hitting his counter hit. Du just has this great finger on the pulse of Enzo's rhythm right now.
Yeah, very just relaxed right now. No full confirmed, recognized if they went for the drive rush, it would have put them in burnout. What about awareness by Enzo? Enzo still has almost 3 bars now. Okay, we're chilling back into the yellow with the stand medium kick. And I like this from NuckleDu, slowly chipping away at the drive gauge. And now we're putting ourselves in a situation where Enzo, one false drive rush situation, gets him in the burnout. But now NuckleDu's going to put him in the burnout with the level 2. And now going to slowly inch our way in. The back throw.
Yeah,
set up
so
shop
much chip available once Guile gets that level 2 out. So this is so difficult for Enzo. Du has gotten so much mileage out of that level 2. 2 throws out of the resulting situation as well. This is a one-touch spot for Du. Enzo can afford to make no mistakes. And sometimes the only mistake is trying to walk backwards. Low forward connects. And
Kimberly going up against the sheet.
Yeah, so not going back to the Ed. And I wonder, I don't know if it's a matchup choice or what, but right now the strike throw game out of JB is just getting the better of Shine. Oh, a little bit too much frame advantage. JB with the right choice, but the wrong timing. Jab checks work out. Get a knockdown. I think it's going to be one more situation. Backdash gets clipped by a very smart crouching jab out of Shine.
JB just, again, the spacing that they want to be sitting at is just so immaculate, but the punish on the perfect parry attempt, and we're going to use the TK OD Sky High to get themselves out of that throw situation. JB looking good.
All right, max range slide lets them continue playing this mid-range game. Good check, green means go. I feel like Rashid players, more than any other player in this roster, know how to ODDP a drive rush.
You know, shout out to you and Burkish, right? You know, really incentivizing that during ECT 2023. And because it's true, you know, OD Mixer is a really good tool. Granted, it is probably one of the most punishable things on planet Earth if it whiffs. But right now, Shine is not making that level 3 whiff. And now we have the damage and the speed boost to bump. I think this is a really good position for Shine despite the burnout.
I mean, burnout's over, right? You were only going to be in burnout for one more interaction. Reversal level 1 out of JB to get away from that situation after. Didn't want to deal with it. But if Shine is able to secure this round, it's fantastic for him going into a round 3 with the buff already, especially with JB having committed that level 1.
Yeah. Brand, you will get the level 1 in this next interaction. There you go. It's not going to be enough to kill right now. Nice backdash. Now burnout has been engaged. Arabian Cyclone is there for JB. JB still in perfect traits, but what a run.
That was a choice on the run, and you know, it handled that, I think, really nicely. Clipped by the throw. This is round 3 here, and already back against the corner. JB about to have Yasar available to him, but the wake up perfect parry out of Shine. Shine's defensive decision making has been so good in this set. Oh my god, having the read on JB's defensive decisions as well. Plus frames forcing the issue. Commit some bar, my son. Drive reversal in order to get a little bit of breathing room. Once for the shimmy, it's not gonna bite.
Oh my goodness. Gotta throw up the storm. If you feel it, chase it. Brad, the hurricane is coming through. Gotta be careful if you're Shine right now. Overhead, nice block.
Wow. Only eating the throw for that, not a huge return on JB's investment. The problem is Shine in burnout, and the DI does come out. You had to respect the risk of a reversal, but JB just managed to get that great read on when Shine was going to take it out of his mind. And I did want to highlight previously, I feel like Shine's counter jab game has been really, really good, but that was a spot where JB exposed it a little bit.
Yeah, it's been was one of those things, like the way I just paying attention to where he sits with crouching jab and stand jab, right? And it's just so deceptively long normals that he has. Granted, I was like, oh my god, we're saying normals are stubby. Blah, blah, blah. I remember that whole conversation. But now we're in a year where Rashid's been running the mess because this character has great mobility to boot. So that those stubby normals, they could be placed in the perfect spot. But right now, perfect spot for Shine though. Corner control is theirs. Gonna make him pay a test. No, we're out.
Wow, that was supposed to be an air-to-air choice there for Shine, I think, but actually great timing from JB, or unfortunate hurtbox interaction. You decide. Shine is going to be able to just barely not close this out, but able to bait out the perfect parry attempt out of JB. Man wanted the perfect parry to get that side swap, and it is not going to happen.
Yeah, almost without the hair. The chinny chin chin Shine made it through. Back throw incident once again. JB, whoa,
Oh my God.
punish
Backflip.
with the medium mixer. That's the first.
Okay. Level 2 coming out. If nothing else, this earns JB the drive gauge advantage, right? Because Shine is going to be forced to block some of this out. Going to wake up into it. No, just barely doesn't, but the perfect parry on wake up is mistimed. Second perfect parry does work out, but the fireball still trades.
Yeah, because they didn't commit to DI, and the fact that the button still came out for the third hit, and also was heavy. Really weird interaction. Street Fighter 6 is a beautiful video game of all time. Gonna take the knockdown here into this mix-up situation.
Okay. Trying to work. Getting this through. Able to charge these mixers a little bit. You can see that Shine is a little bit more dissuaded with trying to be active on neutral. But I feel, has Shine done an elbow drop once? I feel like it's been deep, jumping fierce every time, and JB is getting caught trying to anti-air late.
So he did it.
It
once,
has been
no-
elbow, but it's the elbow's getting clipped every time.
Yeah, the elbow's been getting clipped by things like medium mixer. So that's something you have to be mindful of. And right now, JB backfoot though. What a low forward in a dream. Level 2 engage. Yasar win the neutral. Still there. Oh, I love that. Oh, recognizing
Jab
that you're
checks.
yeah, you're still getting that back throw incident.
Right? No check on the drive rush. JB being so patient right now. Punish counter for Shine on the landing frames. Is this going to be enough? It certainly should be. We have the can in the back if it for some reason wasn't.
Looking real
All right,
strong
one
right
game
now.
apiece.
Shine looking very comfortable despite that. And even though JB had a really good sequence at the end there, recognizing they're getting the max amount of hits and then using the Arabian Cyclone to get more hits of the SR, it wasn't enough. Shine weathered the storm and made it clear sunny skies for them and make them go into a game 3 scenario. Set up the safe jump once again, okay?
Okay. Clipping with that block string is catching out JB trying to walk back a lot. Low jab, low short, low jab. With punish on the stand, roundhouse whiff. They're really jockeying for position right now are both of these players. A lot of respect for their best mid-range tools going into this third game. We are going to commit the level 1 because we want to finish our plate. I agree with that from Shine, bringing us to a set point.
Yeah, just like that. And honestly, if I'm Shine, I want to get out of this game as fast as possible. Force JB to not get that level 2, but that level 2 is imminent and it's coming. It's like a horror movie. It's like Jason Voorhees, man. This thing's always out there. It's like looming in the background.
Okay, another stellar low jab check from Shine. We get the side swap, corner control. Level 2 is in the tank for JB, but oh my god, another great check. Oh, misspaced the slide.
Ooh, catches the throw attempt with level 1. Maybe to incentivize JB for going for that again later on. No punish on the elbow whiff. Unfortunate for JB. Any good confirm right now is going to be pretty great for Shine. Gonna take the spray can in the corner, set up the scenario once again. Oh, I love that. You actually get the full confirm here on top of it, Brad. Gonna take a confirm into level 2. We do this all day, every day. It's another day in the office for Shine and NuckleDu. They move on into winner side grand finals.
I really like
not in the picture. You have things like an uppercut, so Blanca balls not properly spaced. And you also, but
Ooh.
Slice does have a level 2 that's pretty dangerous.
Well, and also it seems like they both want to turn themselves into bullets in the mid-range, is the getting the worst of that interaction as they went for the burn knuckle, but a great perfect parry on that Blanca ball. Earns Riddles corner control. We do find the cross cut off of the throw whip. Was for a shimmy, no bite, and the whip punish from Slice. Getting corner control of his own now, but basically no drive gauge to his name to try to keep this going.
Yeah, are you okay? Your drive gauge is a kind of okay as Riddles takes that level 1. Stand fierce, and now the band has been revved up. Into the impact we go, into the stun. Keep it simple, keep it easy. Power charge Riddles looking real good.
Yeah, look, if you have good perfect parry timing, there are certain tools that can immediately feel a little bit harder to try to contend with. Thankfully, spacing that out, it's not a completely solved thing, as we saw the counter hit there. Mid-range a little bit scrambly here as Riddles goes for the drive rush pressure, getting a lot of mileage out of this as we go for the throw loops. And you had already talked about earlier in the evening that change to that standing fierce out of drive rush now, then going from +1 from drive rush, that's +5. That is a healthy amount of plus frames.
Yeah, for someone like the Hungry Wolf himself, trying to get as many plus frames as possible. Unfortunately, they're going to be seeing some stars right now as Slices get take a full confirm and bring us to a round number 3.
Do you think Riddles is lost and then he's found? Do you think he's on the hunt and after you?
Brad, you got it, man. You got it, bro. You got it.
You can't make a music. You can't drop a music reference with me and expect it
unintentional
to
music
the radar.
reference. Okay, listen, man. I'm always hungry like a wolf out here, but I'm also having no sleep till Brooklyn. Oh my God, Power Geyser, get me out of this corner.
Oh, anti-air Buster Wolf puts Slice into burnout now, and Terry can abuse the hell out of you while you're in burnout.
Yeah, looking pretty dire right now. Oh, and that thing is slow. It's menacing. It's like din, din. It's like UI Goku. It's just like walking up a group. It's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. It's like, I'm gonna come over there and get this full confirm. Right now, Riddles very comfortable. Pay the tax once again. Trying to jump out of this corner. That +1 on block stand fierce.
Chat, clip
Capcom
that,
be cooking.
and you know where to clip it. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yo, what? I hate it here.
I mean, you put the pause yourself. Don't act like it wasn't on purpose. I wanted to highlight Riddles has some really great spacing traps that are coming out here. Oh, stand short, but he's checking these command dashes out of Slice so very well as well. Round and now set point for Riddles.
Riddles looking really comfortable right now. Burn knuckle in, using that stand hard kick. Which, by the way, the fact that that gives you a fadeaway stun on punish counter really unlocks some great combos in case you get that shimmy situation. Now they have the power wave, and I love that. Kicking that full confirm here. Round wave level 3 on deck, and this should be lights out for Slice Riddles with the rising fang and the perfect to boot.
That was a really
The half screen. But now Thunder, very comfortable. Cycles is gonna have to dig deep and bring this to another game on, or Thunder and Riddles are gonna be moving on and lose his finals.
Huge. We do find the cross cut. I'm sorry, not fair to call it a cross cut if it was crouching fierce, but point is, Cycles having control in the corner. Ooh, Tiger knee is Zuna drop. Hard knockdown. Oh, what a clapback from Cycles.
Ever shimmy with an overhead? When we do it again.
Could only be Kimberly.
Literally, Kimberly's the only character that I'm like, oh yeah, I could shimmy with an overhead and still get it confirmed from miles away.
Yeah, one difficulty here for Thunder is you can see that he's really trying to use a lot of towards fierce, which is a great mid-range button for Akuma, but it seems like the buffs to standing fierce out of Kimberly let that be a sufficient threat in the mid-range arsenal now that you can see Thunder struggling a little bit with how now to compensate for that. Overhead plus frames, keeping the pressure going, but Cycles finding the counter poke through a misspaced take throw attempt. And we have level 3 in the back. This is Akuma, you're dead.
Yeah, you are 100% dead to rights. Zykel's probably heard me on stream. It's like, listen, man, I'm gonna hold it down and pull my weight. Zykel's went up.
Right, loading right in. A little bit more fireballs look to be some of the earlier changes coming out of Thunder right now. Which I think is, that actually might be a spot where that extended forward hurt box might matter, but at least it puts you in like a tradey situation depending on where the fireball is, rather than your Towards Fierce just losing out. Okay.
Uh-oh. Full punish on this ODDP attempt. Guess at the knockdown into the meaty overhead. One last guess on the table. And I love that use of forward roundhouse to get the plus frames potentially. Gonna go the empty lot route. No, we're gonna go for the slide. And now Thunder's gotta make something happen right now.
All right, huge level 2 available in the back, going for another nested option, but the drive reversal is safe because Thunder is in burnout. And now Thunder donating some drive gauge to Cycles with the multi-hit fireballs, but Cycles overcommits to the ground string and does end up costing them the round.
Yeah, Zykel's has to find some out. I mean, honestly, you still have another game to play with, so totally okay if your Zykel's get take the counter hit, confirm off the crouching medium punch. Take the actual frame kill off the meaty shoulder. Oh, unfortunately dropped.
Wow.
No one home for the anti-air. Level 3, pump up the jams for the one time, Brad.
This is going to be a great position for Cycles to find himself now in this round. Wow, going for a lot of nested options. OD teleport into empty low does work out. Big pickup off of the demon flip. Set point for Cycles. We might have to see somebody pull their weight.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in this kind of scenario, when you're in top 4, oh, but not like that. If you want to have that kind of start, Thunder gonna get the empty demon raid into nothing. Gonna set up the throw. No punish on the perfect parry attempt. That's a-okay. We're gonna take the throw instead. Oh no, throw loop simulator. Okay, there's the perfect parry that we were looking for, Brad. Final fight turret combo. Back in the corner we go.
Oh man, asleep at the wheel. Perfect parry as an offensive choice there from Zykel's to keep Thunder locked down in the corner. Gets the extra can charge. Empty low into throw. It was a tick throw all along. We are just shy of a level 3 again here for Zykel's, but Thunder gets the better of the corner situation. Overcommits. DI not going to connect. Level 3. What's going to happen? Did Thunder hit a button? No, he didn't. Thunder's going to be able to close that one out.
The miscalculation. They thought they were still recovering from DI. I understand the attempt, but unfortunate turn of events for Zykel's perfect parry for Thunder.
That has to be a frustrated play out of Zykel's, right? Like, you just go overhead 3 times in a row on this man's wake up. It seems a little guard broken.
It's like, okay, it's like, okay, gamer, I see you. Okay, stand fierce once again. Gonna get the target combo here into the knockdown. Set it up. Get the plus frames rolling into the throw. Break.
Empty throw. Oh, what a check. The fierce blows up the attempts to close that space. Level 1 in the back for Thunder, and set point to move on to our losers finals in what really could have been Zykel's set, but Thunder looking pretty strong right now. He's found the adaptations in the mid-range.
Yeah, very comfortable now is Thunder. Thunder's getting the throw. Slowly work Cycles to the corner. There it is. Gonna do the creep one more time. Nice break by Zykel's. Zykel's comfortable. Stand fierce. Thunder, though, still has control, Brad.
Overhead connects. You can't block them all, and we're about to get a level 3. It's more than enough. Thunder able to close out the set and let them move on with a perfect. Gets to play against JB and Enzo. GG/DIY if you want more details, but we are jumping right in for our losers finals. JB and Enzo versus Riddles and Thunder.
We're gonna have the war battle from CBS 2. And just, man, I wish they had a special intro for just this situation where they where Terry gets the hat thrown to him by Ken. I would have loved that touch.
Yeah, I feel like special intros are something that's missed a bit in fighting games now.
Doesn't he have special outro though?
Yeah, he does based on the outfit. So if it's just the hat, he throws up the hat at the end. If it's the jacket, he throws the jacket. But Enzo is like, I'm gonna throw up this perfect instead, and it's gonna be a-okay.
Yeah, low forward starter there for Riddles this time, getting the pickup into the corner. Plus frames off the ground wave, punish counter there off of the standing fierce, and wow, Riddles is clapping back right now. Drive reversal to keep this corner locked down. Not respecting the plus frames. Read the patch notes, my guy.
Oh, not
it's
enough to kill. Oh, doesn't get the perfect answer back. Unfortunate. The Dragon Lash that is Omega Plus.
There's a lot of plus frames available here for Enzo, and we pulled it all the way to the corner. Oh, jab check. It was a little greedy from Enzo. He didn't have the life.
So unfortunate. Riddles ready at the wheel to punish the sneaky impact attempt. And right now, even Steven, nice punish on the burn knuckle, misspaced it, and now you have to take a level 3 for your problems. Riddles slowly moving closer to burnout. Enzo looking very comfortable with this meter spend. Gonna try to inch it out. There's the burnout that Enzo was looking for. Level 1 is not gonna get baited out. Bust the wolf. We are okay.
That is certainly the breathing room that Riddles needed to find there. Now, drive gauge almost back for Riddles. You're going to have to deal with maybe one more interaction, and now it is gone. Fishing with that standing medium kick. We're not going to get anything for it. Shimmy works out there for Enzothehokage. Closes out game 1.
Just like that. Blink and you'll miss it. Enzo, he's a very, very fast player, and so is Riddles. So it's going to be very interesting to see who picks up the momentum right back. Looks like Enzo's going to take Riddles to the corner with the regular Buntatsu. Gonna keep it together, use that stand short to box Riddles out from getting out of this corner right now, and I really like that choice.
Riddles trying to change it out between standing short and crouching strong. Finding these really far-range DPs has been how Riddles has been getting all of their momentum so far in this round. Clip at the very tip of low forward. And this is a much more neutral-heavy, patient round from both of our players.
Yeah, it was very high octane, fast and furious, but now they're like, okay, maybe we have to put the cars back in the shop for just a second. What a punish on the preemptive jump medium kick with the rising tech.
Okay. We don't quite get the cross cut, but the crouching jab works, and we're forcing that drive gauge problem from Enzo. Good DI in that spot. I'm looking on the playback. I think he just barely did not have the life to live through it anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately. We're going to take a full confirmer into the corner power dunk. Gonna set up the stand fierce +1. It's really, really good. OD rising tackle. Gonna have the spaced out burning knuckle for the safe frames. And now we can just kind of manipulate space with these plus frames with round wave from these plus frames from stand fierce and make it happen. Level 3, and Enzo's gonna get returned, favored, perfected, courtesy of Riddles.
Wow, that was a incredibly explosive round out of Riddles. It just seemed like Enzo could not find the read on where and how to take his turn back. Riddles just really took initiative and ran with it. Drive reversal, not wanting to contend with the fireball in that spot. Setting up that spacing trap. Okay. Yeah, the way Riddles nests all of his tools together is really, really smart.
Right now we're seeing Enzo, though, doing a really strong job. Poking away slowly at the drive gauge, slowly at the health gauge as well. Okay. To get space. Burning knuckle once again whiffs wildly with the crouch fierce is Enzo. Now Riddles has the corner control. We saw this the last 2 games from Riddles, getting that corner control early with the stand fierce, and now we're just slowly seeing the round wave come to fruition. Nice confirm of the punish counter, crouching medium punch into the low forward run DP, and now we're back in the neutral.
using that standing short. And again, the way that he nests the options together, standing short, earning that little bit of extra space like he was setting up for a tick throw, crouching strong. And now it's set point here for Riddles to try to get that first crucial win here in our losers finals. OD reversal to stay away from the corner situation and blows up another one through the Jinrai kicks.
I'm a big fan of punishing Jinrai. Like, I'm seeing a big punish on this run overhead. It's going to get the drive gauge back in order, the life lead in their favor. This is all looking good for Riddles. Riddles going to take the burn knuckle once again. Counter hit, crouch jab, rather. And we're going to take a level 3 right back at you, says Enzo.
You know what? Riddles is only just in yellow health. He's got some, that was a gutsy choice on Wake Up, clipped by the meaty as well. I take it all back. I was going to say Riddles is in an okay spot to still just sort of try to come back from that, but Wake Up DI was a really high-risk choice in that spot. And now, not choosing to go for the jab off of that when Enzo has been representing a lot of these ODs. We're absolutely slugging it out with reversals at this point in this set now.
Yeah, and we went from very high octane to slowed down pace back to the high octane, just how Street Fighter 6 was kind of designed to be. And now we're seeing Enzo take the space, take the stun as it will be. Full confirm here. Jinrai loops inbound. Take the safe jump instead, try to bait out the shimmy.
Standing short, we get some plus frames. Oh, we're not close enough to get the combo off of the strong.
Oh,
counter DI is going to connect. Enzo's going to be able to close that one out.
Just by the hair of the chinny chin chin. Really good stuff by.
All right. I mean, for both of these characters, right? Like, these are both incredibly well-represented characters across the competitive landscape of this game. What a big pickup there from JB, but counter hit crouching strong from Thunder now is the party starter. That's the change. If you go for the cross up, there's additional landing recovery. So JB watched for it and was able to get the punish. I think Thunder wasn't fully prepared for that.
Yeah, I think it's like -3, -4 if I'm not mistaken. But JB right now, okay, ODDP, Unhammy says Thunder. Thunder trying to find an answer right now. Gonna keep throwing some fireballs, trying to find something. Stand Fierce is a back throw incident to slowly bring JB to the corner. There's a Stand Fierce we were looking for. Adamant Flame to thread the needle. And Thunder right now trying to bring it back for their team.
That was okay, great anti-air out of JB. Perfect parry on the fireball, but dealing with that Standing Fierce, not trivial. It's still a stellar button out of Akuma.
Yeah, it's still one of the better buttons. You know, we were talking about Akuma's kit earlier. It feels like they put Ryu and Ken together, and they're like, okay, here's Akuma. The only difference is 9k health, cool, and I have an air fireball, and I have a dive kick, and I have everything else. Figure it out.
He genuinely has every tool that you... The only thing he's... Wait, that's not even true. I was about to say the only thing he's missing is a Rekka, but they gave him like a Diet Rekka in this one.
Yeah, they gave him Adamant Flame, which is basically a Rekka in this game. But basically a backdash will be coming out for Thunder. It's going to be an Adamant Flame into Sip of Calamity. Level 3 cleans it up. And we're going to be moving on to another game. Thunder clapping back with authority.
Yeah, that was real strong. I mean, Akuma has every tool you need, and if the Standing Fierce is not going to be answered, then even if you start to make some of the more wild decisions, like Akuma can do anything he can to just keep you forced in that spot where he's going to deal with you. Okay, Fireball does get clipped by the drive rush jab, and JV is able to get a little bit of momentum.
Kind of waiting out once again, trying to place these fireballs in ways that JB gets, you know, nullified from drive rushing forward. That's one of the best things. What a call out with the air fireball, getting away from the OD mixer. And this is, even though the corner situation is JB's, Thunder's really can help you. Okay, heavy mixer, never mind.
Massive goes for the shimmy, but we're late. It was the right call. We just hit the button too late. Plus frames, continuing to press the issue. Goes for the early low short immediately after and just going for the low threat that time. Heavy mixer again clipping Thunder as he's trying to maintain his spot on the screen. How did he just barely lived through that?
He just did. I don't know if this is gonna be enough though to kill. Anything will do it. Back roundhouse. Okay, Thunder ready for it. Set point.
Okay. Just going for fireballs off rip. Okay, I mean, so JB's anti-air game has been stellar. It's just not mattered.
Yeah, I feel like ground game wise, even though JB excels at it, right? It's just that with a character like Akuma just rolling around, just having a lot of great buttons to contest in those spots that Rashid likes to be in, it's just difficult. But right now we're going to see the level 2 activation from JB, going to set up the Great Desert Storm for the one time. Going to take the throw, the whirlwind's about to go away, so they use the Arabian Cyclone to get the full confirm here. Absolutely cleans it up, JB staying alive.
Yeah, massive, exactly what he needed. And more than halfway towards an additional Yasar, we get the pickup off the force knockdown juggle combo. Crouching strong counter poke out of Thunder brings us back to a mid-rangey situation. My fireball's better. Oh my god, the early air-to-airs from JB.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is they are ready to hit that force knockdown confirm if need be. And I just think that's one thing as a Rashid player you have to be thinking about at all times, right? Because those confirms into light eagle spike are going to be critical right now. Critical situation right now for both players. The Fierce is going to come in from Thunder. Going to take the confirm here. DP, Adamant Flame into the level 3. I don't think this is enough, though. It is. Okay. Listen,
it's Akuma, man.
Listen, say good one. Barry, Rashid, JB, Riddles on the screen for you guys for just tuning in. This is Pull Your Weight here at the Casa. Right now we're seeing JB making Riddles have a Casa in this corner right now because of the throw pressure and the standing fierce punish counter. He's going to finish it out. No, we're going to save the meter for a rainy day. Uh-oh, don't give him a chance to live, JB.
It's not gonna. You had a mighty tall hill to climb there. Even as Terry with the ability to dump resources, right? Like you had to have the resources in order for that to be the kind of task that you could do in you know 1 or 2 interactions. He's not had a lot of luck spacing out the burn knuckle either.
Yeah. For catching the mistimed medium. What a jump and call out on the OD Arabian Sky High. Riddles recognizing that and just like, okay, I've been seeing you do this all night to other players. How can I mitigate this? And so I don't have to deal with it. Corner situation is now Riddles. Riddles is going to pester with the stand fierce. Back throw is there for JB. JB's going to backdash. Call the Asar. What do we do with it?
I was about to say that's interesting because you have such a life deficit, but you have a round to play with. Committing that resource may not be worth it, but he was already at 3 bars, so you're only losing meter if you don't spend it in that spot. Now having forced the OD reversal out of Riddles, and JB actually is able to close this all the way out off of a shimmy and a great reversal bait. First game for JB over Riddles.
Yeah, JB looking to get back into the swing of things as he knows best. Riddles, though, okay, nice block on the quick burn. That is an overhead. You know, we haven't gotten to talk mechanically about Terry. That is the one thing that's really nice, the fact that he has an overhead option if need be. Way a bait on the drive reversal. We're going to take the OD Eagle Spike to get the corner situation back in our favor. JB very comfortable in the pocket right now. Corner situation and throw loop engaged.
Yep. Okay. Jab check out of Riddles as he's trying to move forward, earning a lot of space with these dashes. When is he going to find the counter poke? No. Counter crouch jab out of JB gets him corner control once again, and we are just shy of a level 2. Punish counter throw is enough. We have a level 2, but there's no reason to commit it just yet. We don't find the whip punish.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, but
and
we
again,
force burnout. Okay, we set up checkmate. I like that.
Again, JB is one of the best at setting up those checkmate situations, especially off those crouching fierce situations we were talking about before. And I just think the more this game goes on, JB gets more comfortable and JB finds their rhythm. And as we see right now, again, another bait. We actually get a stronger punish, punishing with regular Arabian Cycle and setting up the safe jump once again. One last guess potentially on the table, and it's gonna be the crouching fierce once again. Pester it with once. You thought it was just in Street Fighter 5? Nah, it's in Street Fighter 6, just as bad. JB about to get into our grand finals. Shine and NuckleDu are here to play. In from the winners bracket, JB and Enzo need to run 2 sets back in order to become champions of Pull Your Weight tonight. Here we go.
Oh, wow. What a setup. Drive rush, early hurricane cancel, and then setting up with this really great spacing trap. Okay. Parry pump delay drive rush.
Okay, catch a medium punch, using that disjoint to full advantage. And we saw this matchup in winners finals, right? We saw Enzo really take space and really force NuckleDu in a situation where booms and also his buttons are mitigated. Now we're just slowly, again, we're seeing the OD Fireball now as a change up and really contesting the Fireball game that Du wants to start up. And I really like that choice from Enzo as we move forward in this match.
Yeah, but Enzo getting clipped now by that low. Very little drive gauge left to play with, so I love that Du is varying the fireball timing, using it to earn space forward while Enzo is still in the position to sort of have to parry, finding the anti-air, I'm sorry, but clipped in the scramble after, believed that he had more respect than he did, and Enzo gets the better of it for the first round.
Yeah, still a long hill to climb for both JB and Enzo right now. Gonna take the knockdown right now. Kind of let it rock out. What a jump over the boom. This is what we were looking for Enzo. Granted, you were walking in slowly but surely, but those big jump ins with big damage are going to be really nice momentum boosters for you.
Right? Life deficit. I mean, it's looking very similar to the previous round. Du has a life deficit, but is in a spot where he ought to be able to really force the issue and bring it to Enzo. Here's the problem. They both have level 3s available, so this can really swing either way. Stand short, check, punish counter. We're not going to cash out into level 3 because I think we wanted a situation where there was a better scaling. Perfect parry out of Enzo.
Yeah. Into the run stop, into the meaty overhead. Nice block by Du. Du still comfortable. Trade, nobody home. Trade confirmed though. Enzo forces Du to spend the level 2 drive reversals there, but the jab check, the booms, they're coming. Oh no, not enough life.
I think the only thing that maybe you could have done as Enzo is you could have, hoped that you could churn out your CA in a gap, but I think you don't want to commit that resource given that you had an additional round to play with. Perfect parry on the boom. That perfect parry timing on the booms, and specifically in that range, is really, really solid out of Enzo.
Very comfortable in the
okay.
pocket. Oh, runs it with the OD flash kick. Okay, reversal. Slowly taking her time right now. Okay, full confirmer set up the song cross. And I've been liking these choices from Du all night. Really de-incentivize all these players from not pushing the envelope and pushing forward with this Sonic Cross because they're going to take some extra hits and also potentially extra chip damage if they try to even walk forward.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing Enzo has going for him in this particular second is that CA available means that you can turn this into a 2-touch situation at any point if you let it rock. If Du is going to continue playing the way he is, I feel like he's going to target the drive gauge, try to cash the level 2 out, and then force burnout. So a lot of it's going to matter for how this fireball game ends up working. Going for the level 2 to target the drive gauge this way, and you know what? Actually, with 17 seconds left on the clock, even if that wasn't checkmate, which it ended up being, there was not going to be a lot of time to try to make that comeback. Dial is so good at keeping you in check and not letting you make moves that are too drastic, and you were increasingly being put in the situation where you needed to make a drastic move.
Yeah, slowly but surely. It's like death by 1,000 paper cuts, as it's always coined, right? And especially with a character like Guile on the helm. Perfect parry on the Sobot, though. Enzo looking really strong right now. Gonna set up the safe jump. Now we're gonna take the damage with the DP instead. Take our time. Fade out the fireball use with OD fireball for but the bazooka knee trade confirm. Okay, NuckleDu looking very comfortable right now as they try to move forward.
And these traps around Sonic Hurricane are looking so difficult for Enzo to deal with. He's gonna have to commit a super in order to close out this round. He does so. I can get behind that. It was very nearly Du's round, though.
Yeah, I also think too, because of how this game operates, you make so much meter in this game, period. So spending the level 2 at that kind of situation, granted, you know, you're going into this round with a 2 super meter deficit, I think it's perfect because you'll at least get a minimum a level 1, and then if it goes to a final round, you're getting a level 3 guaranteed.
Yeah, I think you can definitely afford to use Super Gauge in the first round, particularly if it's going to get you the dub. I think you should always cash it out. You will get it back by the time that it matters. We are able to get the cross up out of the corner. Here is Enzo, and now NuckleDu. Okay, OD flash kick on Wake Up to try to bring that one back, and he baits out the OD reversal out of Enzo. Brings it to set point for Du.
Also, shout outs to Squeegee Man with that $40 contribution into the match arena. We appreciate the love tonight for the Casa as we see this grand finals rev up to high gear.
Level 3 early life lead, gonna give Enzo very little drive gauge to play around with, and that's been a spot that Du has been super comfortable in because the way that he's varying up the fireball timing and the way that Enzo needs to respect it with respect to his drive gauge is giving Du all of the freedom to decide how this match is getting played.
Nice stand jab into the counter hit though. NuckleDu very comfortable.
Ooh.
What a call on the impact. Enzo gets out of dodge. Gotta get that drive gauge back right about now. Anything will do it. Now you have parry options that they need. Nice break by NuckleDu.
And Enzo immediately spent more than half of his drive gauge just to try to force the issue. Runs getting clipped by fireballs. Du about to have an additional bar of his own, so there's even more things that you need to respect. Good crouching strong, but nothing off of it. Oh, we don't get the wasp jump in, but we do get something started. Throw whip, and Du has the level 1 to finish the job.
Yeah, just like that. NuckleDu. That was the 2, but now it's gonna be up to just another game of Street Fighter 6. Here we go.
Okay. Finding a fair few counter hits off rip. Here is JB, and we already have corner control going for that next layer of shimmy. Oh,
I love that late parry, late parry, or perfect parry rather, on the late of the Arabian Cyclone. I actually really like that. Reset the pressure, but now we're back in neutral.
Oh my God.
Shine has plenty of time in the pocket to do whatever they want.
but Shine has had a little bit of, I don't know if I want to call it bad luck or if I want to call it just mistimed, misspaced stuff, but there's a lot of these like drive rush, low medium kick and a low shorts, and then he's dropping the confirm after.
Anything will do it. What a call out on the heavy Arabian Cyclone. That's the way to beat it. And now it's going to force JB to maybe readjust, maybe go to the medium version. But we're going to take a counter hit. It's not going to make a difference. We're going to cash out to level 3. We're going to pump up the jams one more time tonight. And we're going to set up a bit speed and damage boost for Shine going into the next round.
And that's massive too. Getting it to close out the first round. This is damn near as much uptime as you can possibly have on this buff. So Shine looking in a great spot. You do have to start to worry about these Yasars. Here comes one now.
Yeah, I could have at least one more for the end of
Wow.
the round, but that's how you get out of it. But just like that, you can kick it right back. That's the beauty of what they gave him in this game. But just like that, again, going to the well with the heavy version of Arabian Cyclone. And Shine scouted it out, full confirm, and now Stand Heavy Kick's gonna take the knockdown spray cans there. Nice break. JB out of there with a jump medium off the wall jump.
Yet I think Shine didn't want to go for the air-to-air because we had already seen the strangeness of trying to deal with jumping roundhouse. Back against the wall now. How far is JB going to be able to catch this one? Need one more interaction. Level 2? No, we want to force the issue with just another throw, and it will do it. Able to save the bar for a rainy day.
And just like that, we have at least one more Yasar that we have to deal with, Brad. But we still have a level 3 looming in waits for Shine. Anything will do it. Uh-oh, no. Full confirm, you're coming through. Anything will set it up once again. No, we're going to save it for a rainy day once again, like to your point. But the level 2 is right there. Here we go. If you feel it, chase it.
Good block. Oh, It was a smart counter poke. It was just like not quite right. This is a big pickup clip by the overhead.
The media edition of that overhead. JB slides their way and throws their way into a 1-0 lead. What a play. And off that meaty overhead at the end and recognizing the spacing that they needed to readjust the Yasar combo. This is why JB is one of the best with this character. Since this character's been released in Street Fighter 6, they've been making it happen with them, and you could see it on display.
And I think on the flip side, right, like I cannot help but think about how close both of those rounds were for Shine, and they fell through his fingers. And we had already seen this did come up in the winner side. Elbow drop getting clipped by Spinning Mixer as an anti-air. We saw Shine using a lot more jumping fierce when he was playing in this matchup previously. But I mean, maybe JB just feels a little bit more awake with the anti-air game.
Very comfortable with it. Has to deal with the neck hunter right now, but counter hit coming through from Shine. There's the shimmy stand fierce that we've been looking for. Full confirming the Odie Azuna drop, and Shine looking to get the momentum back on their side right now.
Oh, there it is. It's like he's listening.
Yeah, they're like, hey guys, you know, I have commentary in the background. You know, it's okay.
It's not coaching, it's commentary.
It's you have Vicious in the background. Shout out to Vicious. Full confirm here, though, from Shine. Gonna cash out level 3, pump up the jams, and just like that, Shine sets it up for him and NuckleDu to get this tournament in the bag. 1-1 right now, with a perfect no less.
Yeah, those jump fierces were such a big party starter for him when they played on the winner's side, and you know, maybe this is just set play in action, right? Like going for those elbow drops and getting clipped to make him begin to question these things. So great at these reads on the OD mixer. Setting up the can. Oh, targeting the drive gauge.
Yeah, and now you can just tell the frustration. Anything will do. Gonna take the DI before they get the actual meter. No, the Arabian Sky High connects, and JB is out of there. Take the meter, dash in. Okay, tries to go for the poke, gets hit out of it. Unfortunate there. Meaty overhead, nice block, nice break actually. Rather, sorry.
Yeah, and that's huge, right? Because JB managed to more or less navigate around that burnout being as scary as it was, and it finally Shine is able to find an answer for that off the wall. It has been so difficult. Slight walk forward, low forward, pick up, and it is tournament point now for Shine.
Shine looking to close it for him and NuckleDu tonight. JB needs to figure out something and figure it out quick. Are they gonna unlock the level 2? We're gonna dash forward and activate. And I like this. Gonna see what Shine does. Gonna pester with stand heavy kick. Gonna kick it down into the throw. Okay, not too bad. Nice break by Shine though.
Yeah, all JB gets out of that is one throw. You are so happy with that as Shine. Next mix-up situation goes for throw. We have a level 3 in the back, so there's plenty of damage available here for Shine. And again, obviously, if this round doesn't go his way, that buff is going to persist. Corner control, take throws situation, looking real strong. There's throw number 2. Do I see throw number 3? No, wake up level 1 out of JB.
Yep. Still has 3 meters to hit. The counter hit, crouching media punch is going to find its mark into the level 3, and just like that, Shine and NuckleDu take down, pull your weight tonight, and NuckleDu with the 3rd different partner continues to dominate. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like NuckleDu just knows who to pick for these events.